So this development is going to change the future of Gweru CBD, trust me guys. And one thing that I've noticed, many people, they are running away from buying land in Harare. What's really happening, guys? A 200 square meter for around 20,000, 25,000 US dollars. When I talk of these prices, at times people, they think, this person is mad, but this is the reality when it comes to Harare stands. And many people, they just see themselves to say, I can't afford buying land in Harare. Because of that, many people, they are now opting for other towns. Talk of Chegutu, Kadoma, Kwekwe, Bulawayo, because land there is still very affordable. Recently, I did a video in Bulawayo with Inward Construction, where they have been developing an area called Valindri Township, and you saw the development, guys, how good it's coming, and the price is very, very affordable. We talk of 30 US dollars per square meter, which means if you want a 300 square meter stand, you're going to buy it at an amount that is very, very, very less than the amount of buying a 200 square meter. Guys, is that even fair? I don't know. But personally, I think I'm also going to opt for smaller towns. I'm also going to opt for other towns other than Harare, because just imagine you want to buy land for your mansion. We talk of 1,000 square meter, and land is being said it's 140, 120 US dollars per square meter, and you need around 1,000, 2,000 square meters. Guys, yeah, it will be just too much. So that is the main reason why I decided to do also a video on Westview Estates that is being developed by NefGen Investments. I once did a video, but I think it's also high time that I give an update of what's happening there, so that if you're also someone who is considering other towns like me, then yeah, definitely you will find this video interesting, because guys, land that side, it's very, very affordable. And they have also other promotions that I'm going to mention in this video. But one thing that I can tell you, the price that you are going to buy a 1,200 square meter stand in Westview is way less than the amount that you are going to pay for a 200 square meter stand in Harare. Life. So, Westview Estates is located only 6 kilometers from Gweru CBD. And for you to access this location, you go via Gweru Bulawayo Highway. And when you pass the butter factory, where there is Pick and Pay on your right, just opposite Southview. Southview will be on the left, and Westview Estates will be on the right. In that area, this is where there used to be a farm called Fairview Farm. So this Fairview Farm, it's actually the area that they are developing. So it's a very, very good distance, and it's only a few kilometers from Gweru Bulawayo toll gate. So it's very convenient, and for you to go to the main road from the estate, it's only around 200 to 500 meters. We are not talking of kilometers, meters to get to the highway. So it's very, very, very convenient. That's one thing that I can say. A walkable distance to town, 6 kilometers. For those who are into the fitness, you can just run to town, come back, and I know most of you drive, so it will be very, it's actually a few minutes drive to town. And let's talk of amenities. This area, it is very close to amenities. We talk of, I mentioned Bata, I mentioned Pick and Pay, because from the estate to Pick and Pay, it's less than 4 kilometers, 4 kilometers, or even less, for less than 4 kilometers, yes. Bata town, it's very close by. There are also schools close by in town, because remember we mentioned it's only 6 kilometers. There are hospitals close by, the Gweru General Hospital. We also talk of Clay Bank, it's very, very close by. And so many other things, so many other amenities which are close to that place. So it's a very good community to live in. So one thing that I've noticed is that Westview, after we did a video on Westview the last time, so many people have been showing so much interest because of how they are developing the area and also what they are promising in that area. When it comes to development, they promise that they are going to have matad roads. They are also going to have sewer. They are also going to have water reticulation, and there's also a biodigester that I noticed as I passed through the area from Lawayo. And the first time I did a video, it was not there, but now this is some of the developments that are happening. So right now they are going through the final inspection for them to get the certificate of compliance. But one thing that I love is that they also got the certificate of completion for water reticulation, which is a good thing because it means development wise they are in the rightful track. And the sewer line, as you can see, it's ongoing and there's so much that they are doing. I talked of the biodigester that they are working on. So it's going to be a very good community, guys. Trust me. As you can see, guys, a few years ago, this area, it was just an empty space. For those who have been traveling from Gweru to Bulawayo, I'm sure you have noticed that this was just an empty space. But right now, there's something that is ongoing and it's giving hope for the people. It's giving hope for the future, because as you can see, there's another development that is very, very close to this area. In that development, there are no tarred roads, but here they have decided to make sure that there will be tarred roads. In other towns, especially smaller towns, what they do, there's what they call a parallel development, whereby as this developer is servicing the area, people are allowed to build. But in this case, what the developer decided is we want to make sure that when people are going to come and build, everything will be sorted out. Because if you have noticed, in those areas where they do parallel development, it then takes ages for the developer to finish what they started. Or in other cases, they won't even come back and finish the servicing. So it will be a disadvantage for those who are now living in that area. But I love what they are doing. They are putting the residents first before everything else. But remember, they had given us the timelines that by January, everything else will be done. But you know, when you are servicing an area, when you are servicing a community, some delays, they do happen. As you can see, they are trying to make sure that everything that is required to be done is done before people move in to build. So guys, I'm sure you can see it's already work in progress. This is what they have already done. Okay. And as you can see, there are so many others up there. So this is the sewer line going up that side. Let me try to go there so that you can see properly. So I'm actually walking in the trench here. No sewer lines are more. So yeah, in terms of development, they are trying their best. They are very, very much ahead. That's one thing that I can see. Okay, you see, I can't go very for this one. So this is the other one. Going up there, another one over there. Okay, so there's also something that I saw. I think they are also working on a biodigester. I'll confirm on that one, but I assumed it's a biodigester. Let me take you there. So remember, our stands, they are very, very close to Harare Bulawayo Highway. Bulawayo. I know there are some people who would love me to say Bulawayo. So it's very, very close. Only a few meters from Bulawayo Highway. So they're working on these ones, work in progress. Okay. So it comes right straight to this side. You see? Which means there are some pipes down there. You see the Bagachirwa Road. Okay. So here we go. Another one. And your guess is good as mine. You see? Hey, this is deep. Wow. You see over there? Yeah, it's deep. You see? So it's work in progress. Then right here we've got our camera for the community. I'm sure I'm being watched right now. I'm being watched right now. This is the camera. So yeah. So stand sizes in this area, they've divided this area into 3 sectors. They've got the cluster homes, they also have residential stands, and they also have creches and churches. I don't know about the church thing, but yeah, they've got churches as well. So if you're someone who is interested in having a creche as an investment, then you just buy the creche. If you're someone who is interested in the cluster, you just buy the cluster. If you want the residential, and for residential stands, they are ranging from 1,200 square meters up to 2,000 square meters. So these are low density stands, guys. They are not just high density, medium density. These are low density stands. And who doesn't want to build a mansion? Because they are also giving that option. They have got some plans that they're also going to share with you, but I'm not really sure on this one, but I think they will also give you an allowance to choose a plan that speaks to you, a plan that you are really interested in, so that you can build something that you have always dreamt of. The good thing, guys, the good news about these stands is they have got promotions that they are running at this particular time. So the first one that I'm going to talk of is the zero deposit. It's the zero deposit promotion. So remember the first video I did, I mentioned that they had closed on the installments part. The good news now is they've got a zero deposit promotion, whereby they have got different plans, different installment plans. So let me just try and read it out for you guys so that you understand what this means and because guys, deposit, people, they always cry because of these deposits and everything, but with them they're saying no deposit, you just pay your installments as they are, then you're good to go. So let me read it out for you. So this zero deposit, it's mainly on the 1,200 square meter stands. But I think they also have for other stands. You can just inbox them, ask for more information on this, then I'm sure they will assist you. So cash price, it's $20 per square meter. This is the first option. If you're paying using cash for this one, it's $20 per square meter. Then the total amount that you need to pay for 1,200 square meters is 24,000. Okay. Then they've got another option, that is the payment period. It will be 12 months. Then price per square meter for this one, it will be $23 per square meter. So monthly installment for this one, it will be 2,300 per month. Then total amount that you will pay for this plan, it will be 27,600 US dollars. Remember, this price it's inclusive of VAT. Then if you choose option 3, which is you have got 24 months to pay for this tents. So for 1,200 square meters, you would then pay this one. It's $25 per square meter. And for the installments, that will be 1,250 per month for 24 months. Then the total amount, it will be 30,000 US dollars. This is another plan that they have. Then if you're also looking into the option number 4, that is 30 months to pay for this tents, then you also pay 28 US dollars per month. Sorry, it will be 28 US dollars per square meter. Then the installments that you pay per month is 1,120. Then total amount inclusive of VAT, that will be 33,600 US dollars. Then the last option that they have for this one, for 1,200 square meter, it's 36 months installments plan. So for this one is $30 per square meter. For you to pay, it will be 1,000 US dollars per month. Then the amount, total amount inclusive of VAT, that will be 36,000 US dollars. So it's still doable. It's still doable. That is the first option that they have for their promotion. So guys, you can just imagine, it's still doable. It's still very, very, very much doable. So let's move on to their next plan that they have. Let me also read it out for you so that you won't miss anything. So the next plan that they have is, they are just saying, we have got 5 stands which we want people who are really interested to buy these stands. These are 1,200 square meter stands as well. So they are saying for these 5 stands, we just want people who are really interested in our community to buy them at only 18 US dollars per square meter, inclusive of VAT. 18 US dollars per square meter. Let's do the quick calculations, how much that will be. Okay, so I want to do the calculation so that no one misses anything. We are saying 18 US dollars by 1,200 square meters. So that means for a 1,200 square meter, you can buy it at only 21,600 US dollars. Guys, I mean, this is way less than the amount that I paid my 349 square meter stand for. Guys, this land is very affordable. 21,600. Yeah. So you can just do the calculations. Then you decide whether you want a 300 square meter like mine, or you want a 1,200 square meter in a more peaceful city, in a more peaceful area, with land that is very spacious. Because guys, for us, to my 300, yeah, it's something else. So this is another option that they have, like I said. Then they also have another option that they have right now. They mentioned, this is something that came later. This is why I'm posting this video a bit late, because I was waiting for this promotion. So they are saying that after they have done some other things, they noticed that they just want to bless someone. They want to bless someone, to say, if you are going to come and you just say, I'm really interested in the community, we just feel like giving away a 1 stand. That is the promotion that they are doing. If you are someone who is really interested in the community, they want to give 1 stand away. This is just a way to appreciate the clients, those who have bought stands from them, to appreciate everyone who has been coming to do business with them. So they've got 1 stand that they are offering on a promotion to appreciate everyone who has worked with them. So this stand, it's also a 1,200 square meter stand, and they are saying this stand is only going for 15,000 US dollars, just to say thank you guys for doing business with us. Thank you so much for trusting NevGen Investments. Thank you so much for believing in us. And thank you so much for being patient with our development. So even if you're someone who has bought a stand in this area before, you can just buy another one at that amount. So guys, what's the day? What more do you want? And so this will be the cash price for this stand, 15,000 US dollars. So this is what is happening in Gweru, guys. There are so many opportunities. And one thing that I love about Gweru is it's very convenient if you also want to do it for business. I mentioned there is Midland State University, we have Gweru Polytechnic, we have got Mkoba Teachers College, Gweru Teachers College. So there are so many things. People, they always look for accommodation in Gweru. Nowadays, there are people who don't want to rent in the ghetto. They want and prefer renting in low density. Because I've noticed that some other people, they go all the way to go and rent in places like Kopi in Gweru. Those who know Gweru, you know what we are talking about when it comes to Kopi. This is like an affluent suburb also in Gweru. But people, they try to rent in those places. So just imagine you've got your mansion and it's very nice, that can attract students. Then you know it will be a good investment for you. Think about it. And you never know, it might be a place that you'll be really interested in. So if you are really interested in this place, guys, you can contact them on +263 781 158 423. I'll read it again. +263 781 158 423. And they also have another number. If you fail to get in touch with them on the first number, you can contact them on this number, +263 779 397 213. Let me say it again, +263 779 397 213. Then, in the case that you have failed to get in touch with them on these two numbers, then you have to contact them on this number. But this one is a UK number. That is +44 781 843 2194. Let me read it again. +44 781 843 2194. So yeah, you can try to get in touch with them in that order. You try the first one. If you don't get in touch with them on that one, use the next. If you fail on the next, then you go to this last one. But this last one is just an option if you fail to get in touch with them on the first two. So guys, this is all that I wanted to share with you, and I hope you are going to really love the area. Like I said, development-wise, they are trying their best. This is what they have done, and it's going to be a very good community, and it's a very promising community to speak. So see you, and up until next time, cheers.